Right, with Michael Kezele, Afterlife Anonymous is the TV pilot played at the LGBTQ plus film festival. Really, really, really interesting TV pilot. I'm curious about the tone of the script. Like, what do you foresee how? Because it's kind of like a obviously it's a comedy, but it's also murder mysteries, crime. What do you like? Is it campy? Like, what's the rhythm of the script?
Kind of campy, yes. I kind of got into the murder thing, but I was kind of on the verge of doing a cold, what do you say, cold case files. But I thought the murder would be a little bit more interesting. Um, I try to play it down a little bit. I don't want it to be too gory or anything like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want it to be kind of campy.
Well, let me give the synopsis. So, a gay ghost haunting a West Hollywood house, along with his dysfunctional Grim Reaper friend, help a straight cop. He's a straight cop solve
Yes, he's straight.
crimes.
Yes.
That's quite the sentence. So it's got some supernatural crime solving it's a supernatural crime solving show with comedy.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just a really how do you say it? It's just it's weird on the characters. I mean, I got the Grim Reaper who's just really bad at her job, and the gay ghost, and the straight cop. They 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 don't get along at first, but then they kind of uh, eventually get along. Um, it's hard. I don't know. It's I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's bad. I haven't discussed the script in a long time.
Gotcha.
So
Well, let's have a quick segue here. I've noticed that we're both wearing blue. We didn't call each other before the podcast, but
yeah, yeah,
you're
exactly.
you're wearing Michigan blue. Are you a graduate of the school?
Michigan football. No, I'm not. I just like the shirt.
Okay. So you're not a fan of the team or
Oh, I like the team. Yeah, yeah, but I'm just I like the shirt better.
but are you from Michigan or
No, 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 no. I'm from Illinois.
okay. So why wouldn't you be a Northwestern fan then? Where's the Northwestern? Isn't
Oh,
that
no,
more of a
no,
suitable
no. It's weird because all the kids in my school, my high school, were all Michigan fans. We all
really?
just liked Michigan. Yeah, I don't know. There's no Northwestern. My sister went to Northwestern,
Yeah.
but I don't know.
This is back in the day. This is back in you when you were in high school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I won't say when that was.
So like the Bo Schemblucker days, or like are you too young for that?
What's that?
The Bo Schemblucker days, or are you too young for that?
I think I'm too young for that.
Okay. Like the Lloyd Carr days?
Too young for that too.
You're too young for that. Okay. No, you're not. So the Schottenheimer, sorry, Harbaugh, obviously Harbaugh, but you were in high school during Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah,
You were?
I was. Yes,
You were in
I
high
think.
school during when Harbaugh was the coach.
Shit, I don't know. I don't even remember.
Okay, all right. Anyways, so
Uh,
basically, let's talk about the script. So you were working on it for 8 years,
yeah, about
and
8 years now.
according to the blog interview, that's a long time. So like, what
Yes.
what kind of gave you this? When do you remember having this idea to write this script?
Well, this funny thing is the character of the gay ghost. I was writing it for a different script.
Okay,
I was writing a script for uh, a sitcom for a restaurant. Actors that wanted to be in television, and they worked in a restaurant. So I just had the gay ghost was like a sub character that was going to be in the main character's life. He was just going to be in there. And then somebody said to me, I was pitching the script to somebody, And they're like, why don't you make the gay ghost a sitcom? Oh, that's a good idea. So there it went.
Gotcha. And then that sort of was the jumping off point to writing it.
Yeah, yeah, that leads to jump to writing it. And I must have rewritten this thing, I don't know, shit, I, 8, 10, 20 times. It's nothing like the first draft, which most scripts aren't.
Yeah. So would it be, but it's also setting up the like a series, I guess, right? Like it's you have to like kind of have a
Yeah,
establish the
this
characters, kind of have
this
a
is
tone of the plot, and then kind of have a twist to kind of set up
yes,
the future, I guess.
this is the pilot episode.
Yeah.
So I've got other ideas for other spin-offs for you know other sitcoms, but yeah, this is the pilot, and it goes from there. So I hope I got everything in the pilot that I wanted to, but we'll see.
And do you have like ideas for like episode 2 and beyond?
Oh yeah, yeah, I got episode 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You've written it?
Yeah, no, 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 no. I haven't written that.
You have the
No.
outline.
Yeah, I've got the
Yeah.
outline. Yeah, yeah, I wasn't gonna write that.
So why is this gay ghost haunting this West Hollywood home?
Well, he ended up there through the space-time continuum, obviously. Uh,
Obviously, yeah.
yeah, yeah. So he's haunting the house, but he feels bored all the time. So he wants to get excitement. He wants the psychic cop to help him. He wants to help the psychic cop solve crimes because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
He's like bored. So um, besides going to Afterlife Anonymous, there's nothing else really to do.
And the psychic cop can see him.
The psychic cop can see him, but he can see him and other ghosts. But he's the only one that can see him.
Gotcha. And then I guess he meets him at a crime scene or something.
He what now?
He meets him at a crime scene.
He doesn't meet him at a crime scene. He meets him at the house. He's in the house. He's I think he was reading the newspaper or something like that, and he just shows up, and he doesn't realize that he's a ghost at first, and then he proves it to him by walking through the wall and comes back out the wall, and it's all dusty and stuff like that. So he's like, I hate walking through walls.
So why do you think he had why do you think he had such a hard time with like writing the ending?
The ending, I must have written that thing, I don't know, different times. It was just the characters coming together. I just couldn't get them to come together and how I wanted it to be. Um, I had such a hard time with that. Um, yeah, they just had a hard time with that. Um, yeah, I just had a hard time with that.
Yeah. But I guess it's like it's got to have an ending, but it's also got to set up the next episode, I guess, too, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I wanted the ending to be setting up for the next episode, which I did get eventually, but I wasn't getting it at first. It just wasn't coming. It wasn't coming through as I wanted it to. I wanted them to Alex to eventually accept um, being able to help the other ghosts and help solve crimes. But he's got the dilemma of, okay, I'm solving all these crimes. How am I doing it? It's like I can't exactly explain it to my peers that I can see ghosts and they're telling me where to find the bodies. So
Gotcha. So then but you said like tone wise, it's like campy. So there's like, is it so that it's gotta be it's gotta lead with comedy, the script?
yes, 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 yes. There's definitely a lot of comedy in it. At the end, I do have all the characters coming together. I mean, everybody comes together, the Power Ghost and uh, I forget who else is in there. Um, yeah, they all come in there and it's just campy. It's just like I got a blind ghost, it's in there too. So yeah, it's just really good.
I don't think I've ever seen a blind ghost before in a
Yeah,
film.
yeah. I I added that in at the very last minute of Blind Ghost. The character Sonny was in there, and he just wasn't supposed to be blind. It's just I just he was supposed to go into the light, but he can't see the light because he's blind. So he misses the light, so he's stuck as a ghost.
Gotcha. And so, how long have you been writing screenplays for?
Shit, about 15, 20 years.
And what got you into writing scripts?
Uh, well, the funny thing is, I started off writing science fiction. I loved science fiction. I had my first script optioned, but didn't go anywhere. Uh, but comedy was something that I wrote a script similar to this one. It was uh, Polter 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 Ghost or something like that. It was a ghost story about a a child kills his birthday clown, and the clown comes back to haunt him 20 years later. So yeah, I kind of found in comedy. I was writing a horror story, and the horror story turned into a comedy. I just had comedy in me. It just came out, and I was working with a producer. And he's like, "Well, why don't you write comedy? This is like a funny script. It wasn't meant to be funny, but it turned out to be funny after all." So,
Gotcha.
oh, it was supposed to be a horror story. I guess I'll write comedy.
And then you started writing comedy?
I started writing comedy. Yeah, yeah. I think I wrote that one, and I wrote another one, and it didn't go anywhere. It was like really, really bad. A friend of mine who was the vice president of television at a company I won't say. Uh, he read it and he's like, you need to go to school. And so I did. And I wrote this and it turned out to be good.
What do you mean you need to go to school? Like you just need to
Oh, my writing was just so bad.
you need to finesse
Yeah, he read the script and it was so bad. He's like, you need to go to school. And I thought, how dare he? I went to school for movies, but not for television. And I
yeah.
didn't, yeah, I knew there's a little bit of a different genre, with that. But I was like, damn, how dare he, say that? And I was like thinking about it and thinking about it, thinking about it. I was like, you know what? He's right. So I went to school. And when I was in school, the professor, he's like, you know, you don't get it, you don't get it, you don't get it. And then at the end, you got it.
Like so you go and you go and you go and then you're gone. You kind of figured it out.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Well, in school, I couldn't figure it out. I was like having a hard time doing it, and then right at the very end, I got it.
And
So,
do you remember when you got it? Like just what happened that you got it? Just
oh, I don't remember exactly. I think it was just my format or something like that. I can't remember.
you just like you grinded it out and you finally figured it out.
Yeah, yeah. I guess I figured it out. I don't remember exactly what happened. It was like 20 years ago when I went to school.
Gotcha. And then so you keep you're writing like TV pilots and etc.
Well, this is the only one that I've wrote so far. Working on a sci-fi, but that's quite a ways away yet. So I haven't even gotten the format down yet. So I got the
Gotcha.
idea.
So then what kind of motivated you to send this out to festivals, like just trying to get a response or?
Yeah, I was just trying to get a response, trying to sell it, try to get it out there. Um, I entered the festival. I knew that Toronto was one of the biggest ones that's out there. And funny thing is, I had entered Toronto several times before this too, a couple of years ago, and they sent me a rewrite. They said, "Go ahead and do a rewrite, and we'll you know accept it back." So I did a rewrite, sent it back. They didn't like it. They said, send us another rewrite. So I did another rewrite. They sent it back. So I just kind of gave up. And then this time, I just took a chance. I just wanted to prove myself, and I knew that I had something different this time. And this script was, I thought it was good. I thought it was going to make it, and it did. So we'll see where it goes.
We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
And, but it's like I said, it's got a lot of different genres. It seems like that seems to be a trend right now for TV shows. And so I think it's got something.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's definitely out of the box. I mean, there's been nothing like it. I mean, there's nothing like a gay ghost or anything. I think the closest thing that it would be like would be Beetlejuice, maybe. Uh, but that's, a movie. Um, but yeah, it's definitely different. It's got the different characters and they all come together. And I think it's really good.
And so like what's the like are you going to establish like in future episodes like establish these characters like why like the ghost obviously and the cop like oh, how he's able to be psychic.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he becomes psychic because he gets hit in the head. Um, yeah, so the characters are definitely going to evolve in
Yeah.
time, so like they all do. Um, the funny thing is, like with Justine, the Grim Reaper, I'm going to make her. She can be in spiritual form and she can be in physical form too.
Okay.
So she can be, you can see her, everybody can see her, and then sometimes you can't. Um, but yeah, I've got quite a few ideas for all of them.
Gotcha. And so and then now you're writing another pilot right now like you're writing something else right now.
I'm writing a movie right now. It's not a TV pilot,
Gotcha.
but I'm thinking it probably would be better to be a TV show, but it's
Oh,
not
why
a,
is that?
uh, it's just a science fiction. So we'll see where that one goes. So get back to me in 6 months when I'm ready for it.
Okay, I'll get back to you in 6 months. And so before we leave you, we asked everybody what movie they've watched the most times in their life. Do you remember what you said?
Yeah, Grease.
So why? So what? Maybe a musical. Why don't you write a
Yeah,
musical?
well, it was a musical comedy. I don't know why, but I saw that with my sister, and we just loved the movie. I don't think there's been a movie that I've seen that many times. Maybe Star Trek too, but I'm a science fiction buff. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's the only one I can think of.
Can you recite all the songs?
No, I can't. Well, there's Grease, and there's Grease Lightning. There's um,
Summer Lovin',
Summer Loving. Yeah,
Beauty School Dropout.
High School Dropout. Or you're looking them up.
No, I'm not. I'm
Oh, you're
not
not.
looking anything
Okay.
up. I'm just coming up with one on the fly. What's the one in the end? What's the big zinger in the end?
Big one at the end. God, I can't remember the names of this. These are putting me
Yeah.
on the spot. Uh,
I can look that up, but basically,
Yeah, I don't remember those. I
yeah.
don't remember the
But I
songs.
remember, I like Beauty School Dropout. I thought that was a good one.
Yeah, Musical Dropout was good. The
It
Frank
kind of
Valley.
takes you away from the film a little bit. It's like it's its
Yeah,
own little film.
yeah.
So, but I am gonna look up the Grease final song. Well, I'll talk to you. So then you and your it's like a bond with you and your sister, I guess.
Yeah, I haven't seen that movie in God, 10, 20 years. I I just don't remember it.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember it now, but I don't remember the songs. I can see them in my brain,
Yeah.
like Grease
You're
Lightning.
the one that I want. That's the
There's one I
last.
want,
Yeah.
Grease Lightning. What's another one? Oh, Look at Me, I'm Sandra D.
Oh yeah, that's one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's one. What's the other one?
Hopelessly devoted.
Hopelessly Devoted. That's it. That's it.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's like it's got its own little it's a catchy song. It's a catchy movie. It makes no sense, but it's
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
good. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it's funny that Olivia Newton-John, she says that that's her favorite song,
Which one?
Hopelessly Devoted.
Yeah. Well, it's a good song, right?
Yeah,
So
it is.
yeah. And then of course Travolta, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though that you got a bunch of 30-year-olds playing a bunch of teenagers.
Yeah. That's why it makes no sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Stockard Channing was like 40 when she made it. Yeah.
Yeah, she was, wasn't she?
I don't know. Was she she looked like she was 40, yeah. But
It's funny because I saw on Instagram they were showing them then and now, the Grease
yeah.
character,
Yeah.
and how old they were when they made the film. And most of them were like 29, 30
Yeah.
years old. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, and Travolta was like he already did his other movie before that, right? So
He did Saturday Night Live, yeah,
yeah.
or
Saturday Night Fever.
Saturday Night Fever, yeah.
Yeah, right before that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that maybe yeah, maybe you got a musical comedy in you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one thing I can't do is I can't sing. I cannot write music. A friend of mine, he can, but I can't. I
Yeah.
have to collaborate with him.
All right, man. Well, congratulations on the script. It was great talking to you, and yeah, it's a really great idea, and it's a really nicely executed. So I wish you the best of luck with it.
Great. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.